Loneliness doesn't feel like an emotion. It feels like something's wrong. And it turns out that's exactly the point. Because loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's an alarm. Here's what your brain is actually doing when you feel lonely, and why the alarm sometimes stays stuck on, even when it shouldn't. Start with this. When scientists scan the brain during social rejection, being left out, excluded, ignored, the region that lights up is the anterior cingulate cortex. That's the exact same region that activates during physical pain. Getting excluded from a group and stubbing your toe trigger overlapping circuitry. Your brain doesn't fully distinguish "no one wants me here" from "that actually hurts." That's not a coincidence. It's a feature. For most of human history, being alone wasn't just unpleasant, it was lethal. Humans survived in small tribes, and a person cut off from the group had no protection, no shared food, no help raising children. Exile was, in a very literal sense, a death sentence. So evolution built a warning system for it, the same way it built pain for injury and hunger for starvation. Hunger is your body's alarm that says, you need food now. Physical pain is your body's alarm that says you're being damaged right now. Loneliness is your body's alarm that says you are socially unprotected right now. Three different alarms, one shared job. Keep you alive by making the threat impossible to ignore. And like any good alarm, loneliness doesn't just sit there quietly. It changes your behavior. When you're lonely, your brain shifts into something researchers call social monitoring. You become more alert to social cues, more sensitive to tone of voice, facial expressions, signs of rejection. This sounds helpful. In small doses, it is. It's your brain saying, pay closer attention, reconnection is urgent. But here's where the alarm turns against you. Chronic loneliness, the kind that lasts for weeks or months, doesn't just increase social alertness. It increases social threat detection. Studies show lonely brains start interpreting neutral or even friendly interactions as slightly negative. A normal comment reads as an insult. Silence reads as rejection. The alarm that was supposed to motivate you to reconnect instead makes you more guarded, more defensive, and more likely to withdraw, which makes you lonelier, which makes the alarm louder, which makes you more guarded. It's a feedback loop, and it's one of the reasons loneliness is so hard to escape once it takes hold. The exact system built to fix the problem starts actively making it worse. There's a modern twist to all of this that your ancestors never had to deal with: population density without connection. You can be surrounded by thousands of people, packed into a city, scrolling through hundreds of online contacts, and still have the alarm going off. That's because the alarm isn't measuring how many humans are nearby. It's measuring something much more specific: how many people you have real, mutual, trusted bonds with. Proximity doesn't satisfy it. Quality does. This is why loneliness and being physically alone aren't the same thing. You can live with roommates and feel intensely lonely. You can live by yourself and feel completely connected if you have a handful of real relationships. The alarm isn't a head count, it's a bond count. This also explains something that trips a lot of people up: why scrolling social media rarely turns the alarm off, even after an hour of connecting with people. Passive scrolling gives your brain the appearance of social contact without the actual ingredients the alarm is looking for: mutual attention, shared vulnerability, being truly seen by another person. It's like eating the smell of food instead of the food. It keeps the hunger going. So, what actually satisfies the alarm? Research points to a small number of specific things: direct eye contact, physical presence, mutual conversation where both people are actually listening, and repeated contact over time that builds trust. None of these require huge social circles. Studies consistently find that a small number of close, high quality relationships does more for the alarm than a large number of shallow ones. Your brain isn't asking for a crowd, it's asking for a few people who would actually notice if you disappeared. Once you see loneliness as an alarm instead of a personal failure, it changes what you do with it. An alarm isn't something to be ashamed of feeling. A smoke alarm going off doesn't mean something's wrong with the alarm. It means you should check for smoke. Loneliness going off doesn't mean something's wrong with you. It means your system is asking you to reach toward one real connection, not away from all of them. The fix isn't more people. It's not forcing yourself to attend every event or answer every message. It's identifying one or two relationships worth actually investing in and giving them real, undivided attention, the kind the alarm is built to recognize. Your brain built this system to keep you alive in small tribes thousands of years ago. It's still running the exact same code today. The alarm was never the problem. Learning what it's actually asking for is the difference between staying stuck in the loop and finally switching it off. Has this ever explained a moment of loneliness that didn't make sense to you at the time? Tell me about it in the comments. And if you want more videos on the science behind what your mind does without asking permission, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.